a smorgasbord of content, you know.
Yeah, for your lunch hour.
Please send us your stories. We love judging people.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be liquidating everything me and my wife own.
Please read this. Obviously I'm a girl.
Cool mode activated.
Oh, I see you. You got hit by the emergency. Speaking of talking.
Screw you, homophobe.
New episodes Tuesday and Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the greatest episode of Podcast? We have...
Ever.
Yeah. Over the past week, we generated a fake fan fiction involving the three of us in a script format that we are going to read to you guys today. The very dramatic, different camera angles showing each of us. This is not funny, this is serious. This is a story of love and betrayal, if you will.
None of us have read this story so far.
I've seen like the opening 2 sentences and the last one.
Our goal here today is to laugh the least. Mm-hmm. I don't think if we should put should we put anything on the line here, or
winner gets to blow the other two.
No. Or winner gets blown by the other.
Yeah, winner gets blown by the other two.
If I win, can I blow the two?
Yeah, winner gets to choose what happens, but it has to be a blowy of some sort.
I agree with that.
Is this a made-up scenario, or
is this real life?
are we just hanging out? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, people ask what do we do in our spare time when we're not doing the show? This.
It's this.
It's this. So the prompt that I put into ChatGPT was, can you make a gay fan fiction between 3 guys, Josh, Jordan, and Nick, and make it in a script format, okay? So I am gonna go through like what ChatGPT said, what it gave us, and in each chapter I added a little something new to the story. Because if you just hit generate, it'll give you the same crap either time.
Okay.
But we have 10 chapters, okay?
Oh, good.
So after I put in the prompt, ChatGPT said, sure, here's a short fan fiction in script format featuring Josh, Jordan, and Nick with romantic and emotional tone and a little light humor. Let me know if you want any specific direction. So the title of this fan fiction is Late Nights and Lemonade. A very, very fan fiction title.
Big fan of both
sure.
of those.
Hey.
I wish it was called Nick, because I'm a big fan of that.
Oh, you better stop.
We better not be gay in this story, or we're gonna be really gay.
I'm taking my pants off. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, all the camera angles are cropped above the waist, so we're all butt naked from the waist down.
Just slowly like jerking off in between things. So
I'm just jorking it, bro.
are you gentlemen ready for Late Nights and Lemonade?
Yeah, go ahead and read the
ready.
setting and let's kick off.
I'll do all the narration and prompt stuff. Setting, summer night, quiet backyard patio. Fairy lights overhead, soft music playing from a Bluetooth speaker. Interior, backyard, night. Josh sits on a lounge chair, legs curled under him, sipping lemonade. Jordan
That's a laugh.
I keep forgetting that's the thing of it. Sits curled under him, sipping lemonade. Jordan paces slowly near the edge of a pool, barefoot. Nick is lying on the grass, staring up at the stars. There's a certain charge, silence in the air. You two ever think about how weird it is that we ended up here, together, like all 3 of us?
Weird? Nah.
Nah. Okay.
Second line is
Really?
wrong,
No,
bud.
don't say nah like that.
Destiny or gay chaos. Either works.
Definitely gay chaos. If we'd stuck to Destiny, I'd probably be married to a woman named Ashley right now.
Thank God for chaos. Man.
They all laugh, but there's an undertone of affection. Josh glances at Jordan, then Nick. Oh my God.
I mean, I didn't plan on catching feelings for both of you. Jordan stops pacing. Nick props himself on his elbows.
You're not the only one.
Nick sits up fully.
Okay, wait. Are we doing this? Like, actually saying this?
Depends. Are we brave enough?
I care about you. But I care about you. Both of you. And I don't want this to just be a summer thing.
Like, clean my screen off.
Oh, pull it together, boy. We got this.
This is chapter 1, guys.
Right?
We're already all at, I think we're all tied right now.
Nothing's even gotten like super gay yet.
All right.
Same. I've had a lot of flings. But this, you two, it's different.
He can't do eye contact.
It's real.
So what do we do? What does this even look like? 3 people just trying to make something work?
Messy. Beautiful. Complicated. Worth it.
Sounds about right.
Josh gets up and crosses to them, holding out his hands. Jordan takes one, Nick takes the other. They form a little triangle, hands interlaced. Promise we figured it out together.
Promise.
They all pull into a 3-way hug, awkward but warm. Someone starts to cry, no one admits it. Fade out with the sound of soft laughter, the clink of lemonade glasses, and a hint of a new beginning. And then that's the end of the first chapter. They asked, ChatGPT says, let me know if you want more scenes, a different vibe, or add some spice. So to which I responded, add spicy drama.
Here we go.
Okay? Late Nights in Lemonade Part 2. Thunder and tension. Setting 2 weeks later, same backyard, but a summer storm is rumbling in the distance. Lightning flashes now and then. The tension tonight isn't just in the sky. Interior background night. Nick is pacing now. Josh is sitting again, but this time more closed off, arms wrapped around his knees. Jordan leans on the fence, staring into the dark, jaw clenched.
I'm mewing.
So you kissed him? Without talking to me?
It wasn't planned, it just happened. We were talking and it felt right.
It was one kiss, Nick. You're acting like we cheated on you.
Well, maybe. It feels like that when I find out 2 days later.
A flash of lightning. Josh flinches. Jordan takes a deep breath. I didn't know how to say it. I didn't want to hurt you.
You did hurt me. That's the problem.
Jordan walks over and kneels by Nick.
Hey. Look at me. You know I care about you. Both of you. But we never made rules. We never figured out what this is.
So what? We're just winging it? Hoping we don't break each other's hearts in the process?
Maybe we already are. Josh stands, tears brimming. He starts to walk inside, but Nick grabs his hand.
Wait. I'm not saying I want out. I'm saying I want in. But I need to know you're not gonna leave me in the dark.
I'm scared of wanting both of you, of messing this up, of losing it all.
We're all scared. But if we keep hiding, we're just building cracks we can't fix.
Thunder rolls, rain starts to fall. Slowly, then harder, they don't move.
Let's not break. Let's bend. Let's figure this out.
Jordan steps in and puts his arms around both of them. Josh sinks into finally letting the tears fall. Nick rests his forehead against Josh's temple. It's messy, but it's real. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, on fade out, the rain falls harder, but they don't run. They stay together, soaked and shaking, and maybe stronger than before. That's the end of chapter 2. I know there's one scene where it implies that you and me are the same height, and Jordan is almost like a foot taller than me. So that I know that's gonna kill me.
Okay, here we go.
So that was the end of it, to which I responded, add more spice. ChatGPT said, oh, say less, we're diving deeper.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
bring in an outsider.
ChatGPT got sassy. He said, girl, say less, I got you.
Some jealous tension and attempting mistakes that almost blows everything up.
I think for time's sake, we should, going forward, not read the ChatGPT response, just what you prompted it with.
Gotcha. So chapter 3, temptation. A cozy house party, dim lights, loud music, bodies moving. Josh and Jordan and Nick are all there, but they're not glued together tonight. Interior living room night. Josh is at the kitchen island with a drink. Jordan is across the room chatting with someone from work, Mason, who's a little too flirty. Nick is on the couch watching it all with a drink in his hand and jaw that's tightening by the second.
Cool. Very cool. Just a little harmless flirting, right?
He takes a bigger sip. Josh walks up beside him, catching the storm in his eyes. Nick, don't do that.
Do what? Watch my boyfriend's other boyfriend flirt with someone who looks like a walking thirst trap?
He's not flirting, he's networking, probably.
Mason just touched his arm. Twice. Networking my ass.
Cut to Jordan laughing at something Mason says. Mason leans in closer. Josh winces. Okay, maybe he is flirting, but he's not doing it to hurt us.
You really believe that?
Josh hesitates. The look on Nick's face is quiet, devastated, with a twist of jealousy. Then Mason puts his hand on Jordan's chest.
I'm gonna say something.
Nick, wait, let me. Before Josh can move, Jordan walks away from Mason, looking flushed but conflicted. He spots them and approaches.
Hey, look, it wasn't what it looked like.
Then what was it?
I needed space. I felt left out. You have been wrapped up in each other all week. I didn't know where I fit.
You could have told us, not played hot and heavy with Mason right in front of us.
I didn't plan it. I just wanted to feel wanted.
You are. God, Jordan, you are. But now I feel like I'm not enough. Like we're not enough.
Silence, heavy. Josh steps between them. Maybe that's the thing. None of us are enough on our own, but we are together.
So what do we do now?
We stop pretending this is easy. We fight for each other, not against each other. A beat. Jordan reaches for Nick's hand. Josh puts his on top with the triangle reforged.
Next time you want to feel wanted, maybe ask us first.
Deal. But I'm still prettier than Mason.
Unfair advantage. You blush when you're mad. End of chapter 3.
Holy I'm in tears.
3 chapters in, and I'm at a 3/4 chub.
The music thumps in the background. Tension hasn't vanished, but something stronger takes place. So, did I say the prompt that I added?
Yeah.
The prompt I added, kill one of them off. Ready? Late Nights in Lemonade, Part 4, The Silence After, setting, the lake house. A place they've all escaped to, sometimes full of memories. Now it's just Josh and Nick. A candle burns, it's raining again. Josh is curled up on an old leather couch. Nick stands by the window, barely breathing. Neither of them has spoken in minutes. A framed photo of the 3 of them is on a coffee table, cracked from being dropped. Lightning flashes illuminating the fear that tracks on Josh's cheeks. I hear him laughing in the back of my head, like an echo I can't shut off.
It's not fair.
Life rarely is.
Josh picks up the photo, runs his thumb over Jordan's face.
Told me once. He didn't think he'd make it past 30. Said it like a joke. I didn't laugh.
Nick sinks to the floor.
Should have seen something. Felt something. Anything. That night, he said he was okay.
He wasn't. We loved him so much. We believed it when he smiled.
The rain gets heavier.
How do we love each other with half our heart missing?
We don't.
It'd be a third, actually. Can I interject? It would be a third of the heart.
We don't. We carry his with us.
Josh moves to sit beside Nick. They lean into each other. Not whole, but not alone.
We should go back to the spot, his favorite one, at sunrise.
Yeah. And bring lemonade. He hated it. Said it was too dramatic for a drink.
Still drank 2 glasses every time.
They both look at the photo again. The storm rages on outside, but inside there's a flicker of warmth, grief, and love intertwined.
What does too dramatic of a drink mean?
The next prompt is teaching you out, bro.
So end of chapter, next prompt, have Nick and Josh fight to the death.
Okay.
That's what I wanted.
All right. Late Nights in Lemonade Part 5, Ashes and Echoes. Setting, the lake house 1 year after Jordan's death. It's dusk. The lake is still. A storm brews in the distance again. The air is heavy with silence and unspoken things.
Let me say something. So it's implied that you committed suicide, right?
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, so we're on the same page.
Yeah, Josh stands barefoot in the grass, holding the cracked photo frame. Nick approaches from the tree line, sweat and dirt on his skin like he's been walking for hours. They lock eyes. Neither has spoken in weeks, not since the last fight. Not the one where Josh accused Nick of letting Jordan die.
He came back.
I never left. You just stopped looking.
You think you're the only one who lost him?
I know I am, because you didn't love him as much as I did.
Josh's fists tighten around the frame. It shatters in his hand. Blood mixes with broken glass.
Say that again?
Dude, all I could think of was Fantastic Four.
What?
At the end of Fan 4 Stick where he goes, say that again? Okay, sorry.
You were always waiting for it to fall apart. I built this. I held him up, and when he fell, you let him shatter, and you let me shatter with him.
I died the night he did. You just didn't notice through your self-pity and whiskey.
You think you hurt more than me? You think grief makes you special?
No. But it makes me dangerous. You alright over there, man?
The silence. The air shifts. Nick steps closer.
So what now? You gonna kill me? Josh? Bury me next to him, or do I bury you?
Maybe we both belong in the ground.
Nick lunges. Josh meets him halfway. It's not a clean fight. It's a feral, grief-fueled, knuckles crack. Blood sprays. Rain begins to fall like judgment. Thunder rolls like drums of war. Flash cut. Chaos, violence, grasp of pain. Josh slams Nick against a tree. Nick grabs a shard of the photo glass.
You broke him!
We all did.
He shoves the glass into Nick's side. Nick gasps, falling to his knees. Josh collapses beside him, shaking, sobbing. Both are broken. One is bleeding out.
Tell him I tried.
I will, when I see him.
Josh pulls the shard from Nick's side and drives it into his own chest. Their blood mixes in the dirt. The rain hides the sound of their last breaths. Just the rain, the lake, the photo frame, now soaked and forgotten. 3 hearts lost, 3 names whispered into thunder. Final line voiceover. Some stories aren't meant to end in love. Some are written in grief and sealed in blood.
What a fucking hardcore way to kill
Yeah.
yourself. So
Is
I
this
added,
Romeo and Juliet, bro?
Literally.
This was originally supposed to be the end to it, but I added give me a plot twist. I couldn't let this end. I wanted a plot twist, okay? I'll read from here. Plot twist. Jordan didn't die. He faked it. Late Nights in Lemonade, Part 6, Ghost in the Mirror. Setting 1 year later, Josh and Nick are both gone after their fatal fight. The lake house is abandoned. Dust settled on memories, but one figure steps to the door, very much alive. Interior lake house day. A man walks in, slightly older, scared, changed. He steps into the room like it still belongs to him. It's Jordan.
God, what did you do?
He kneels by the stained floor where the fight ended. A small journal lies nearby. He opens it. It's Josh's handwriting. Page after page of guilt, pain, and love. He then finds the line, "We were all ghosts. You just left it first." Flashback, Jordan in the hospital bed alone, hooked to machines. Doctor saying he wouldn't make it. Voiceover, Jordan.
I couldn't take it anymore. The pressure to be everything for them, the weight of not being enough. So I let them believe I was gone. Maybe I thought it'd be mercy.
Back to present, Jordan stands, hands trembling. He looks around, everything is frozen in time. The photo of the three of them still cracked. 2 graves out back, who buried us? Unmarked, simple.
You weren't supposed to follow me.
He collapses to his knees between the graves. Sobs rack his body. Then a shadow moves behind him. Josh's voice. Took you long enough.
You didn't have to die to break us, Jordan. You just had to disappear.
Jordan turns. No one's there, just wind. Rain begins to fall. Final scene. Jordan stands alone by the lake. He places a new photo on the dock, the same one but restored. His face in it gently burnt out. He lights a match. The photo catches fire. Jordan voiceover.
If love was a ghost, we were already dead. But maybe I can still make peace with the haunting.
Fade out, the flames flicker, the lake swallows the smoke. 3 names never spoken again.
And then ChatGPT goes, boom! Want to follow this up with a supernatural chapter?
So I added, have Nick come back as the next prompt.
ChatGPT says, yes! You want Nick to come back?
We're raising the stakes, okay? And title,
Amnesia? What is this, just the amnesia? This is how the game franchise starts.
Dark
Literally.
Descent. Late Nights in Lemonade Part 7, Nick, rewritten. Setting, a quiet city 2 years later. Jordan is living under a new name, working at a bookstore, trying to forget everything. But fate's not done. Interior bookstore evening. Jordan is closing up, flipping the sign to close. The bell above the door jingles. He turns and freezes.
No.
A man stands in the doorway. You made yourself laugh at that one.
I was trying to get it.
A man stands in the doorway. Same eyes, different hair. Leaner, like he's been through hell. But it's him.
Do I know you?
Nick?
They said my name was Nick. I've been trying to remember things, and I saw this bookstore in a dream.
Jordan stumbles back. His world is crumbling away. Nick, dead, buried, is here, but he doesn't remember anything.
You died. I buried you.
Nah. I woke up in a clinic about 6 months ago. No ID, scars, anything like that. The only thing I remember is a name.
He reaches into his pocket, a weathered slip of paper, one word, Jordan. I left you to die.
Did you? Or did I leave you?
Flashback, the fight. Josh dies, Nick bleeds out, but not all the way. A stranger finds him, brings him to a private facility. His mind breaks to protect him. Back to present, Jordan reaches out, but Nick flinches.
I don't know who you were to me, but I think I was in love with you.
Tears fall silently. Jordan steps closer.
You were everything. And I destroyed it all.
Fade to black, final line.
He came back as a stranger, but maybe this time we can rewrite the ending.
So we're in the final 3 chapters, 8, 9, 10. So I added the prompt, Josh returns out for revenge and love. And this is awesome. This is maximum chaos mode. Title, Late Nights in Lemonade Part 8, The One Who Watched. Setting, rainy city streets. Nick and Jordan are walking side by side after hours at the bookstore. Nick still doesn't remember anything, and Jordan is afraid to remind him. A shadow follows, thunder rumbles, it's building. Nick sleeps on the couch. Jordan is in the kitchen staring at an old photo. The 3 of them, arms wrapped around each other. There's a knock at the door,
We're closed.
but I'm not. Jordan freezes that voice, the voice he's heard in his dreams and nightmares. He turns slowly. Josh stands in the doorway, soaked, scarred, eyes burning like he hasn't slept in a year.
Joshy washy.
Did you miss me, babe? Or were you too busy falling back in love with my ghost? He steps inside, closes the door behind him.
You died. I saw you.
No, you left me to die, right after faking your own funeral. Nice move, by the way. Nick stirs in the other room. Josh's eyes drift towards him. He looks good for a dead man.
He doesn't remember. He barely even knows who he is.
And let's remind him. Let's remind both of you what happens when you tear a man apart and call it love. Interior apartment, moments later. Nick wakes up to find Josh sitting across from him in the dark, staring.
Who?
Your past, your pain, your lover, your killer. Pick one. Jordan enters, frantic.
Josh, please! Don't do this! We can fix this! All of it!
I don't want to fix it. Josh steps closer. I want to burn it. Unless you still love me.
Jordan's eyes flick to Nick, then back to Josh. He's caught between two versions of himself, two lives. I never stopped loving you. Either of you.
I remember fire and screaming and your hands.
Mine?
No, his. You lied to me.
I was trying to protect you. From me, from him, from everything.
You failed, bitch. Josh pulls a small object from his coat, a lighter, the same one from the lake house, the one that Jordan gave him once, engraved to my spark. We end it tonight, or we start again, but either way, something burns. End of chapter 8.
I love the next prompt that you gave.
Next, I said make it more sexy. I feel like it's been too serious for like 3 chapters.
Yeah, we definitely need some sex.
Yeah,
Right?
And then
Thank God, bro. That's why I can't.
And then
do that.
ChatGPT responded, "Say less," and then the devil emoji.
I'm scared now.
The title, penultimate one, Late Nights in Lemonade, Part 9, Kiss with a Knife, which is the Rejected Seal song.
That's a banger title.
I know. See, the title is on point.
Yeah.
Setting, Jordan's apartment, low lights. Nick is shirtless from sleeping. Josh is dripping wet from the rain.
Yeah. Let's get accurate.
I remember this is the chapter my friend said stuff gets good.
Okay.
Jordan stands between them, torn, tempted, trapped. Interior apartment night. Jordan locks the door behind Josh. The click echoes like a gunshot. Josh peels off his soaked jacket, drops it to the floor with a thud. His shirt clings to him. His eyes flick between Jordan and Nick like a wolf, choosing which to devour first. So this is how it ends. You with him, in my shirt, in his bed, while I rot in a grave that you both built.
I didn't remember you until I did. And when it came back like heat, like pain.
We were all broken. We still are.
Then let's break it all the way. Josh steps closer to Nick. Tension crackles like static. He stops just inches from him. His breath hits Nick's lips. Jordan watches, frozen in place. You said you remembered my hands. Slides over to one to Nick's chest. You remember this?
I remember everything now.
Jordan exhales, shaking, and steps into, closing the space. Josh grabs his wrist, pulls him close. You still shake when I touch you.
You still burn.
Josh still lets go, only to grab Jordan by the jaw and kiss him hard. Messy like violence, Jordan kisses back, and then Nick grabs Josh by the shoulder, turns him, pulls him into a kiss of his own. Sharp teeth, memory and lust and fury.
Sharp teeth.
What is this?
This is what you made us. Monsters with soft mouths. even put like an Instagram bio, dude.
Monster with a soft mouth. One of 3.
They fall back onto the couch. Lips, hands, skin, rage and love tangle together. It's not gentle, it's desperate. It's a reckoning disguised as desire. No, Nick mouth at Josh's neck.
You said you wanted to burn it down.
Then let's light this match. The lighter sparks in the dark, not for fire, just for memory. The flickering light dances across 3 bodies, finally colliding in the storm they tried to outrun. Just breathe, skin and the soft, dangerous sound of a match being struck again and again.
Wow.
So this,
I'm at full chub now.
That was a tasteful sex scene.
I'm at full chub.
So I figured at this point we're getting too long. It's just the last chapter, and I said give it a bittersweet ending. Because I feel like most fan fictions have a good bittersweet ending,
Yeah.
right?
Right. No post-nut clarity.
I know. Is your thing still going?
Yep.
Good. Final chapter, boys. Late Nights and Lemonade finale, The Taste of Smoke. Setting, a few months later, the lake house abandoned, overgrown. Jordan returns one last time, alone. The sun is rising, golden and soft, painting the ruins in a kindness they never had back then. Exterior lake house morning. Jordan stands on the dock barefoot, holding a worn notebook, the one Josh kept, the one Nick scribbled his half memories into, the one they all touched with trembling hands and regrets. Say it.
I love 2 men like fire loves the forest. I love 2 men. I love 2 men like a fire loves a forest, completely, recklessly, until nothing was left standing.
Flashback, the night in the apartment, the kisses, the storm, the truth finally laid bare. Cut to the morning after, sheets tangled. No one speaking, just breathing. Interior apartment dawn. Nick zips up a duffel bag. He looks at Jordan, who's leaning against the doorframe. Josh sits on the windowsill, cigarette burning, unreadable.
Accurate.
If I stay, I'll never be whole.
And if you go, none of us will be.
Then maybe it's time we stop trying to fix something that was born broken.
He kisses Jordan, gentle, final, then walks over to Josh. They look at each other for a long time. No kiss, just a hand on Josh's chest over his heart.
You'll always be my ghost story.
Back to the present, lake house. Jordan closes the notebook, sets it down, wind catching the pages, flipping them wildly before going still. You came back. Jordan turns, Josh is there. Not a ghost, just a man. Tired, old, older, beautiful in that rugged way only time makes someone.
Had to say goodbye. The right way this time.
You still taste like lemon.
And you still ruin me.
They laugh. It's soft, real, and sad. I'm leaving for Spain tomorrow. New start, new name. Maybe you want to come?
I can't. I need to remember.
Looks out at the lake.
Someone has to.
Josh nods, walks over, and kisses Jordan on the forehead. He's like a foot taller than me. We loved ugly, but we loved hard.
That's something, right?
It's everything. Josh leaves. Jordan stands alone on the dock as the sun rises fully. He opens the notebook. The last page reads in Nick's handwriting.
That's fucked up. You cheated. You cheated.
What?
Continue.
Oh,
Scroll all the way down when you're finished. He
he
cheated.
put something. We weren't made to last, but we were made to mean something. Fade out, a breeze, the lake, the silence after a song you love too much. Penis.
Instead of saying like Finn
Yeah.
or the end, I think we just say
Alpine.
peanuts.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
And we
that is
bow.
Late Nights and Lemonade by ChatGPT featuring
Wow.
Josh, Nick, and Jordan.
Wow.
So, thoughts?
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Honestly, it felt like a play.
It was shot, I mean, it was convoluted because I kept being like, bring this person back.
Yeah.
But overall, like, that is how like people write fan fiction. It's so
I
dramatic.
loved it.
Yep.
This should be something we do. Just,
In real life.
yeah.
You guys want to go to a... Hold on, you know what my favorite part is? For some unknown reason, because we were buried, and he goes, I buried you. So it was him that came back and buried us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you went there, buried us, and just disappeared for 2 years?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Respect.
There were some plot holes, but I mean,
Oh, very.
It's written by AI. What can you expect?
yeah,
Literally.
acted by real actors.
Yes.
Right.
I think we nailed it. I'm curious to see the laugh counter. I know I probably
You were the
lost.
most, and I would say he was the least.
I definitely probably lost.
I thought I was going to be the most, but I locked in down the stretch. At the beginning, it was tough.
I think I made the mistake of reading ahead too often. So it was like I was just listening to you finish your line and I was just brewing on mine.
Do you, what was the funniest part? Monster soft mouth.
Monster with
Yeah.
soft mouth. Let me revisit.
the first chapter was really good. That I don't think I've ever had to try so hard in my life not to laugh.
I
at
think
something.
I think weird nah really got like
Yes.
off the rip. That
You're
was
lying
really
to
funny.
I also love how parts of him, he just read it with no voice. Where it was just us like, you came back, no you. And Nick was like, I don't remember anything.
Yeah, just no passion in it.
Oh, that's what got me the most.
Just
One of my favorite parts. It was towards the front.
I think it would have benefited from a better prompt.
yeah.
Instead of being like, add more spice or like, just give me a fan fiction. If I added a bit more like, Jordan and Nick are living a happy life. They want nothing to do with anybody. I feel like that would have added some more.
Yeah, like
depth.
maybe if we were upset at you
Yeah, I
and
feel
we
like
were okay with just being a gay couple.
I mean, literally.
Right.
They've had we can do this all other shit. And we make a horror movie, like for Halloween, a horror movie themed one.
I
Yeah.
think it'd be pretty good.
I would love for someone to genuinely write us a story
Yes, that'd be pretty good.
and we just sit and try.
If you're out, put whatever you want, we'll read it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Unless it's like racial slurs.
yeah. We'll,
Yeah,
we'll fact check it
line.
first.
There's a line, but
Make it as gay as you want. Let's
Yeah.
phrase
Yeah.
it like that.
yeah,
And
there's
we,
a line.
we
But
will read it.
I think it'd be a good segment to like test our acting chops. Maybe we throw a little improv element in there too.
Exactly. The best rule of improv is that you just can't say no.
I almost did, but I thought like it needed a better ending. I almost put add LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron. Boom, 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 boom.
LeBron! Oh!
So yeah, that was probably one of my favorite episodes we've done.
It was good. It was shorter than I expected.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. But it's like 10 chapters. Each chapter was like a page and a half. I
Yeah.
want to say.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
We had a couple difficulties, but I don't think it'll be.
After we made the switch, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I want to. If I have enough time, I want to see if I can add like soft piano, like when there's a knock at a door, get a knock sound effect. Like,
Yeah.
I think they said lightning crashes at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a bell rings at the bookstore.
I love this.
Open. I'm gonna see if I can make it work.
We're gonna make this. We're
Hey,
gonna make this
hey.
practical,
We're gonna make this work.
right? We are. We're
No
gonna
one,
make this
no one
work.
can see.
And if there's one thing we are,
It's monsters with soft mouths.
Yeah.
it's monsters with soft mouths.
God bless.
Stay off Reddit.
Say it.
Write more fan fiction.
Yeah. Write more fan fiction.
Be a soft. I almost
Be a
said be a
monster
softer
with a
with a monster mouth.
Be a softer with a monster mouth.